Okay, my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. This is Christine, and this is going to be the daily for July 23rd through the 29th. So we're going to start with Wednesday, and there's a new moon. I don't know what sign it's in. That was way too many. And as I've said, new moons are when you start new things. But we are in Mercury retrograde, and I know it's advised not to start new things, especially new relationships, during this time. All right, and that's interesting, full in reverse. All right, could be dealing with an Aries. Let's see, you can have that in your chart. Thursday, taking a rest. There's already a lack of movement here. Friday. I have to get familiar with this deck. The water sign reading was a mess because I kept looking at the book, but alright. So let's get for Saturday for the earth signs. I don't want to take too much until I pull the whole week. Alright. Could be feeling a little heartbroken. Maybe focus on that self-care on Saturday. You might be running on empty. Queen, you have a queen. It says of Elfane. So I don't. Okay, it's a major. You know what? It might be that. We'll see. Let me see. That's interesting, though, that I said it's time to start something new. Oh, Ten of Swords. It's time to start something new, and on the day of the new moon, you have the full in reverse, which is saying don't take a leap. And then Thursday, Four of Swords, you kind of gather your thoughts. Maybe that's what you need to do before. Let's see. Okay, for Monday and then Tuesday, and then we'll talk some more. That coming out of some conflict, though. All right, so yeah, Wednesday, day of the new moon, full in reverse. Maybe you're not being advised to, maybe you're just not going to take a leap towards something. I believe that this is the Empress. Let me just see. I absolutely love this deck, and I don't use it on camera for this very reason, but I did today. So I just want to see who she is. I think it is the Empress. Doesn't explain it clearly as I'd like. Sorry, guys. Just going to have to bear with me for a minute. I know the best way to do it. I'm just going to compare it to the traditional tarot. It's number 3, right? Okay. Is that the High Priestess, is it? Let me see. Real quick. I think it's the Empress. I will say there's a lot of stagnancy, whether it's due by like your, okay, that is the Empress. Okay, there's like a, yeah, something, there's a, this looks like it's going to be a rough week for you guys. And I'm a Taurus sun, so I'm not taking any pleasure in, well, I never do, in giving negative messages. All right, let me see. All right, so on Wednesday, that full in reverse. Yeah, there's something not moving forward. There's not growing. It's almost like you got to let go of something. You know, it's interesting because your oracle, you're holding on to some sadness, some heartbreak here. So maybe now's not the time. All right, you have the Three of Swords in reverse, though. This is not something that just happened. This is something you've been holding on to for a long, long time. And it's causing you to not take action towards something. And then the Five of Cups, you're just still sad about it. Whatever this is, you're still sad about whatever this is. And it's interesting because you have that Ten of Swords, which is about an ending. Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So this is for Wednesday. Yeah, it could just be a train of thought. Maybe it's not saying to not make a move, it's saying you're not, because you're holding on to something. It's in your energy. Even if you're not around this person anymore, there's something you could have felt manipulated by him with that Fool in reverse. Thursday, 4 swords. Take a minute to get your thoughts together. And on Friday, yeah, you have the Empress in reverse. That is Taurus energy. But something's not growing, not changing. And you're feeling it. Like on Saturday, there's a lot. I don't even need to clarify most of this. It's a rough reading. And unfortunately, I can relate to this in terms of on the work front. You're just running on empty. You could be heartbroken. Some of you are breaking your own heart. Focus on getting those thoughts together. 10 of Swords on Sunday. You feel betrayed. Something could happen. Okay, it looks like the week's rough, but it ends beautifully for Monday and Tuesday. So this is Sunday, 10 of Swords. Let me get one more on that 10 of Swords. Oh, by the way, this is why I want to use the deck. Look at the art on these cards. Sorry for the... Look how beautiful that is. I want to make sure you guys can see that. Let me get one more and see what this betrayal is. You're feeling betrayed. Could be doing it to yourself. You feel like some kind of... Okay, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. Okay, either you're caught up in doing the same shit over and over again, but in some way, I don't know if you're trying to... I don't even feel like 7 of Swords... Okay, I know, I'm sure you guys watch enough to know what the 7 of Swords is, but it can also be about getting caught up in patterns, doing shit the same. This could be self-deception. You doing this to yourself. That's rough, though. Could be dealing with an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody could not be wanting to end something, even though they know they need to, whether it is a thought process. I was just talking yesterday to somebody about how somebody I knew stayed stuck in a situation. It was more about doing things the same way, not about being able to leave that situation. I want to be vague on purpose here. Because they started to get something out of it, even if it was painful as hell. So some of you could enjoy this victim mentality. You know, there's something you need to face, and you could be deceiving yourself. You really could. And whatever this is, if the 7 of Swords was about somebody trying to get away with something, and you not wanting to end it, you've known for a long time. You've known. You're sad. It's a rough week. Yeah, start off with sadness, and yet holding on to some kind of... It's holding you back. And I think for a lot of you, it's you doing this to yourself, this deception, because you're being... I'm telling you, Thursday, it says, take a minute. Sorry for the blur. And get your thoughts together. That's the 4 of Swords. You know, it doesn't look traditional. But what is lovely is, and I'm pretty sure I know what this is before I misspeak. Okay, no, it's not that. Okay, interesting, because the water sign just got judgment for, yeah, you're going to get answers, clarity, an ending, whatever this is. If something was unfinished, you felt like some cycle. There's like a cycle you're in here, but it's ending. I love this. On Monday, this is something ending. And then on Tuesday, you have, this is the 5 of Wands in reverse. So you're coming out of this conflict. And in many cases, the 5 of Wands is inner conflict. And I feel like that is the case for a lot of you. There's something, you are breaking your own heart here. There is something you are holding on to that happened. And it's interesting because your oracle is divine flow. Let go of attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring gifts. So maybe there's something new that you guys need to do is let go of whatever this is, because it is stifling the shit out of you and nothing's changing because of it. I know that sounds harsh, but I do, by next, Monday, the cycle's complete. Because you got a 10 in reverse on Sunday, and that's 2 10s. Number 20, judgment. And you're coming out of this conflict. I love that. I barely had to clarify this reading. All right, we have a lot of swords. Excuse me. Whether you're dealing with an air sign or not, I think a lot of you, this is a thought process. I really do, because there's no action here. I have no wands whatsoever, which would indicate action. This is thinking. This is stinking thinking. 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords. You have Aries energy here. Taurus, you're showing up. The wheel is at Scorpio. Scorpio. And that's it for the majors. All right. Yeah, whatever you're doing, it's not working. It's time for a change. All right, my earth signs, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to hit that like button, or unlike, dislike in this case, but it is what it is. All right, take care, and I will talk to you soon.